This is the river I'm going to be crossing, measuring half a mile across. But I'm not going to be in any old kayak. This is Croc Raft 2.0. Do you think I'm going to make it across the river?
I feel like I am just like stranded at sea right now.
Do you think there are crocs in the water?
Something just touched my foot.
So this started out as just a silly idea to tie some Crocs together and see if I could float, but I started thinking a little more and I knew I had to take it to the next level by improving the design and seeing if I could cross the entire river in my contraption. My croc trap.
The first raft I made is not gonna make it, so I need a new plan. About a week ago, I made version 1 of my croc raft for a YouTube short, and the design process went something like this. Drag these here, and then, yeah, okay, so we need some way to connect. Yep, okay. Yeah, just tie some rope around there, and then it turned out like this. This wasn't gonna get me across the river. I think that means it's time for a redesign. I need a way to hold the Crocs together better than just tying them to each other with some string. I found these quarter rounds that I think will do the trick. Finally, onto my favorite aisle, I need to pick up some rope to secure everything together.
Would you like an e-receipt?
Okay, so I was actually pretty proud of myself. I didn't have to ask where anything was. I'm looking for some dowels. I just knew where I was going. Just like some wooden dowels.
Yeah, aisle 28.
So that felt pretty good.
Okay, so for this one, I'm thinking of a more sturdy way to secure the Crocs together with the use of these wood dowels. Kind of something like this. Okay, let's start building. I started with connecting all the rows of Crocs together, and these dowels ended up being the perfect fit.
So I've got all the columns of Crocs all laid out here. Now I just gotta put these long ones all the way up.
Finishing up the columns now, it was starting to look like a real raft that could actually get me across the river.
May I present to you Croc Raft 2.0. Let's go. This bad boy is gonna get me across the river. I mean, this is looking better than the first one. I'll give it that. I mean, it's still made of Crocs though. This is pretty sick. I am pretty happy with how this turned out. So today's launch day. I'm pretty nervous because I'm gonna be relying on my own invention, but I think it's gonna be all right. I'm already envisioning bigger and better things though. I'm envisioning a Croc Raft 3.0, bigger, better, crossing a bigger body of water. I'm just out of Crocs. I need Crocs to send me more so that I can make it happen. Tag Crocs down below. Let them see this so that I could, like, it'll be crazy. You guys just wait. I've made countless Croc videos that have racked up millions of views. I've got a Croc tattoo. Have they seen my Croc tattoo? I'm not insane, am I?
As I loaded my creation into the truck, I began to feel the nerves set in. After weeks of planning, this was finally happening.
How you feeling?
Been planning this for a while, so it's kind of like it's finally all coming through today. So pretty excited to get this done. Pretty excited to see if I can even make it. I mean.
They don't know me, son! Who's gonna carry the boats and the logs?
As I was carrying all our equipment down the slope, it gave me a few extra minutes to reflect on what I was about to do. I'm not sure if it made me more excited or nervous.
Okay. I mean, I'm floating.
if you don't want to spend the money on a raft, just go and spend $1,000 on like a bunch of pairs of Crocs and just tie them together. I think that's a great alternative. I began to make my way across one stroke at a time, feeling like I was making barely any progress. I still hadn't figured out the best way to sit and paddle at the same time. It felt super awkward and clunky, but I was making it work until I tried to lay on my stomach. I feel like I'm not making as much progress. This is harder than I thought. I always skip cardio at the gym, so this is not only, you know, a fun challenge, but it's also the only way I'm getting cardio in. I'm trying to find the best way to paddle. So we're about halfway across now, right? I had finally got myself into a bit of a rhythm and picked up some speed when around halfway across, I was beginning to run out of energy from having to hold my head up for so long. I began to doubt if I could make it, but I didn't come this far to quit. I'm still yet to find the best method of paddling. I was using the single paddle and it was kind of working, but my abs and neck are killing me from having to like sit up on this. Yeah, I got the ducks to keep me company out here. I've made a lot of Croc videos. I did a marathon in Crocs. I got a Croc tattoo. Yeah, I feel like I am just like stranded at sea right now. I think using one arm to hold my head up, I mean, it's what's keeping my head up right now. My neck is so exhausted. I mean, this is how far I've come. I don't know if you can really, oh, what up, dog? So the Croc raft it's still intact. I mean, I'm still out here. I still have a long way to go, so I'm gonna get back to paddling. I carried on fighting the pain in my neck and abs because I knew there was no turning back now. If I decided to call it halfway across because my muscles were a little sore, what kind of man would I be? With the finish line in sight, all I could think about was victory. I had made it. The sense of accomplishment overwhelmed me as I walked to the shore on the other side. It was over. I had won. Yes. Oh my god. That's where I came from. So I'm kind of shaking right now because I'm pretty cold now that I'm out of the water, and my dumbass forgot to bring a towel. I'll put the time right here of how long it took me. But yeah, I'm shaking too much. Do you wanna film for me? That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. My Croc raft survived. Let's take a look at it over here. Overall, this stayed together quite nicely. This is some engineering genius right here. This is fantastic. Peace out.